I've got to figure out is how to get my Darth Vader background on my clock. The important things, you know.
Bum, bum, bum. Time has started.
I got you, brother. You open one.
And Manaroo is hiding in the corner.
I hate that. I always do it in the most inopportune moments.
Oh, maybe he is going after Manaroo. Making the hard turns. Omega Leader is sad whenever she sees countermeasure on the other side. Dengar took initiative. He has a little bit of a initiative bid when Preston does not. So Dengar obviously wants to shoot before Whisper gets a chance to cloak.
There's no graphics in it.
And so yeah, they're spreading out. Maybe they are going to make a little net for Dengar. That might happen. So I was talking with Jonathan before this about any changes he wanted to make to his list. He said basically plasma and the extra munitions on Manaroo has been completely useless for the most part. He's only fired it like 3 times this entire tournament, and never twice. So he was like, I should have put that on Dengar instead. So for those of you who are thinking about taking this list, move the torpedoes over to Dengar. That's where they definitely belong. Beyond that, it's really interesting. He's running Recon Spec and Overclock to R4 just to mess with Wes Jansen. Literally, I was like, so you just did that to hate on Wes? Like, one guy? And he's like, yep. And also, it sometimes means if he lucks out the first round, he doesn't have to stress out too much. Saves him 1 point of stress. So maybe he actually can clear his stress and get a second action. And the decloak. Yeah, it looks like he's spreading out. Preston's spreading out to make like a little net for Dengar. Yep, he's moving in with the defender over there. Yeah, he's definitely still aiming for Dengar. He's going to try to get people coming from different angles so that Dengar has to choose which one that he's going to be pointing at. Not a bad plan. Omega Leader might have gone a little far there, but well, we'll see. Is there a list of top 16 players on the list? There's a list of the players on Challenge. He has that, but the list, I got him here. While we're here, I can go over. Obviously, there's Dengaroo versus the Aces here. And then, what other matches do we have? We got Palpatine and 2 defenders versus Chirano and a defender. Lots of defenders, like I said. interesting. Yeah, he really split up Omega Leader over there. Okay. Let's see what's the next list. Corin West Biggs, that good old list, versus Lothal Rebel Zeb and a Warden K-Wing. So that was an interesting matchup. But I had to get a Dengaroo on here. Oh, jumping the gun there. I'm moving the tokens from Manaroo. Then we've got another Palpatine double defender versus that's versus Marcus's list, the 2 K-Wings. Oh. And I should probably pay attention to the shooting. It's range 3 shots on a defender, so we got 2 hits from Dengar. Preston's checking out the dice. Like, I don't know if I trust. I don't know why he's looking at the die. But yeah, range 3 shots on a defender. Apparently something's wrong with that die, so. Whoa! That was 4 misses. That was pretty impressive. And how bad it was. So he only takes 1 damage though, thankfully. Now the question is, does he shoot back? That's always the big question. Doesn't look like it. They're clearing the tokens, so yeah, he's not taking shots that are just going to get him hurt. While they're in planning, other lists, we've got triple defender versus triple defender. Lots of defenders. Kanan, Biggs, and Zeb versus 2 Lothal Rebels and a prototype, so 3 ghosts. Then we got another Palpatine 2 defenders, lots of Palpatines and defenders, versus Mishri's Crack Swarm. So it's very similar to the matchup we had on the camera yesterday. And the final matchup is Jeremy's Howard Aces versus Bosk, Drea, and Catolichos. I don't know. There's probably some deformity on the die that Preston noticed. So he asked his opponent not to roll it. And he said, okay, whatever. That's my guess anyway. Hi, Tony. So yeah, that was all the other lists in the top 16. Lots of defenders. So many defenders. Like 14 defenders or something in the top 16. It's pretty ridiculous. Turns out they're good now. Now, what do you think? What do you think Preston's going to be doing here? I'm wondering if Vessery just does like a big 5 forward or something. Man, having to shell my own pistachios. I need someone here to do this for me. I need a pistachio sheller. Where's Ira? I need to get Ira to shell my pistachios for me. Preston's really thinking about Vessery's move here. If any of the defenders are tidies, I do not believe so. No, I think they're all X7s. Oh, all the dials are down. I'm assuming, yep, just little moves with Manaroo. With all the tokens. Oh, we only went 3. Okay. That's it. Yeah, you get a decent shot if he does a hard turnover. So if he, because I'm kind of assuming Dengar's going to turn here and point towards Whisper. So Vessery will get a nice range 1 shot if he does so. Because if you take Whisper out, that's pretty huge. I'm assuming he's going to pop his countermeasures this turn. What are you doing? Oh, I don't think he needs to do that. No. Maybe he wants to make it so that, maybe there'll be I don't know if there'll be a bump. And there's the target lock that countermeasures is going to strip. Oh, he did the K-turn. Oh my god. Again, I completely forget that K-turns are a thing that the jump masters can do. Oh, that was a really good move by Jonathan. I guess Preston probably thought as well that that he was going to be aiming in at the Whisper.
No, you'll be playing on 1 through 10 in the circle, but it's I don't know how many people split. I don't know how many people show up. Especially a bunch of the local guys. I'll bet they'll come.
This is going to be really interesting. Doing a barrel roll. Okay. Interesting. And moves all the tokens. Oh, he did not pop countermeasure. Well, I guess, yeah, it doesn't really matter all that much. You're not getting shot at, so. 3 hits going into Vessery. We've got. You're going to be re-rolling those dice. Hang on. Yeah, two stress to re-roll those 2. He gets 1, 2, so he only takes 1. Not bad for a defender.
That was specifically for. Well, you can read it, but that was specifically for this event.
Now, checking the shot here.
And for the event, she doesn't have every upgrade available to her.
See if it has. So, looks like just 3 hits.
Yeah.
And
But she does have a.
spends the eyeball for 2 evades. So Dengar only takes 1. Gets a target lock on him. All the cloaky, eyeball-y goodness.
Alright, where's my fellow conspirator?
Nothing on the other ships, so off to dials. No, didn't end up as bad for Preston as I thought it was going to. He's only taken 2 damage on Vessery so far, and he's done 1 damage back to Dengar. There was Jonathan's head in our camera. So bets on Vessery doing a 4K. And yep, Whisper decloaks that away because you're not really worried too much about getting Dengar pointed at you. And Manru is getting out of dodge. Does a boost, and presumably we'll get some eyeballs for Dengar. Yep. I don't know. I think it would have been interesting if Manru just did like a, one bank towards where, because you knew Vessery was doing a 4K. You got those missiles. It would have been interesting to do that, to get some missiles off on Dengar, or not Dengar, on Vessery from Manru. All the tokens on Omega Leader. And yep. Dengar rolls on up and bumps on in there. And Dengar doesn't really care about bumping. He wasn't going to get in action anyway. This is where he's hoping to get a ooh. Oh, this is kind of a bad spot for Whisper to be in. That is not a fun place for Whisper. He might just lose Whisper here. He will get the cloak Whisper in between getting shot by twice by Dengar. He's checking the Lone Wolf, and Lone Wolf is active. And rolling 4 dice into Whisper. Reroll one of the blanks. And 3 hits. Whisper just gets 2 evades. Reroll the good evade. Spends the token, so 2 shields go away on Whisper.
So 224 pounds of side. That can do a couple things. It can either be insanely bloody, which is what happened with me and Mike. Remember, Mike hated the shit out of me. It was
Now Preston has to decide. Do I want to take this shot? 5 dice with the target lock. I don't know. I would take it. I would take it and just trust in the dice to save me on the return end. You're gonna get an eyeball, so he's gonna have to really hit you hard, because you got to get damage into Dengar here. You don't have that many more rounds of Whisper shenanigans. Preston's really in the tank here. Is it worth taking the 4v4 shot back at him with a reroll? And is he doing it? Is he rolling 5 dice? Let's see if we see the 5 dice. 5 dice. Oh, you have to reroll 4 of them though. Oh, no, not too bad. Manages to get 3 damage into him. Cloaks and an eyeball. So 3 shields go away. So now he's out of shields on Dengar. I I think. I'm pretty sure that means he's out of shields. And oh, that's good for Preston. Couple blanks. So only 2 hits coming in. He can dodge 2 hits. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Or he dies. Sure. Yeah. Well, that didn't work out for Preston.
It's kind of like pleasure seeing you. Sure. Good luck.
That was bad luck for Preston there. Judge, they're calling judges. So we're shooting downtown at Dengaroo now. 2 shields. And Vessery with a target lock and a focus. Looks like we get some damage in. Some real damage. Boom. Yeah, that was bad luck for Preston there. Aaron over there. No hat with the yellow and black. Yeah. Yeah, good old Zuckus. Yeah, if you don't care about having a billion stress on you, Zuckus is amazing. Hell, even if you do care about having a billion stress on you, sometimes it's worth it. Okay, they're removing all the extra stress just because it's cluttering up the area. They're not pre-shelled though, so.
Not just the pre-shell?
Yeah, I'm lazy. Those are expensive though, yeah.
Well, they didn't have them upstairs.
Do I think Zuck is overpowered? Not really. I mean, he's only good. Like you see him a lot, but he's really good in a handful of lists, like a handful of ships. Dengar and Transition Slaver. I mean, he probably could have been another point, but.
My daughter clapped. My wife is. I really thought women just really enjoyed the sarcasm. They don't seem to at all.
Okay, so Dengaroo doing a 1 forward here, probably. Dengar's doing his sloop. I mean, these moves are super obvious. Now, so it's like you can do like you can do a 3 bank with Vessery and kind of get in there. I mean, you're gonna get double tapped by Dengar then.
I will say this though. Monk's wife loves to sing. Tom Brady is to sing.
Yeah. Yeah, the top tables, Manaroo is really good at, not getting hit. Basically, against Dengaroo, you go against Manaroo if you think you can get her, but if you are wrong and you fail to get her, you just lost 100-0. Or you just throw everything at Dengar and hope something comes out of that. Because if you go after Manaroo and you get no shots, but Dengar gets a shot, even if he's not double tapping you, if he gets one shot and you get 0, he's going to win. Yep, looks like Preston is deciding not to go after where Dengar is going to be.
I will say, whatever.
Yeah, Dengar's definitely slooping here.
We got to side. They do a cool thing. They have fun doing it. What they do is like once a week or once every 2 weeks, they get like 20, 30 people at their house, some who have never picked up an instrument, and they teach people to play. Like, that's great. That's cool.
So,
and
here we are. Yeah, it definitely looks like Preston's deciding to look into going after Manaroo here.
That's a spectator event. Actually, a couple of guys were up there trying to Matt.
Yeah.
And they were in there, so I texted them. Picture like you have me in the show. No, I mean, yeah, it's awesome. I like the idea when it is just something like that.
Oh, he didn't do the sloop. I totally had him on the sloop. I totally expected the sloop on Dengar there.
Right.
Not a bad spot for Preston to be in. Not a good spot either, but it could be worse. He's got a range 3 shot on wherever he wants.
But I mean, look, that was not.
Okay, it looks like one more damage gets through to Vessery, slowly trickling away into Vessery. They're trying to decide, is the rock in the way? Looks to me like it is, but I don't have their angle.
And there is an objective component to the run.
And nothing from Omega Leader. Wah, wah, wah. Yeah, Preston's been on the losing end of each of these exchanges. That should be a straight line, guys.
Yeah, but you only need 3 turns to get between all 4 of you. You need 3 miles.
Fire Note Omega Leader. Not sure why, but Fire Note Omega Leader. No? Changed his mind? Man, good rolls from Jon here. And nothing great. And we're back to dials.
X-Wing narrative players, you can go ahead and check in with me whenever you're ready.
Presumably, yep. Manaroo is getting out of dodge.
Oh. Not really. I mean, if he loses right now.
He's darn close.
Yeah, look at that.
And a K-turn here. I mean, Dengar only has 4 health left on him, so if he can get some good hits on Dengar, then he's good to go. And that looks like it cleared that debris there. Pretty awesome. And now Dengar does his sloop. Oh no, I guess it did not clear the debris. Oops, my bad. Yeah, just one Dengaroo. A lot of the defenders. Dengar does have some trouble getting a lot of damage in defenders. He'll get 1 damage here and there, but it's tough.
X-Wing narrative players, please check in with me as soon as you can.
And dodged everything, so nothing happened that turn. So let's see, what do we got here going to happen? Omega Leader does like a 2-bank. He picks up that evade token. Vessery goes like 5 forward, probably books it down. Yeah, I'm not sure if if this little side trip over to play with Manaroo was wise, but oh well.
But I'll do the mission repetitively.
Because yeah, this is the problem that I mentioned before. If you can't actually get Manaroo, and then she just leaves, and you're like, oh well. And Dengar, of course, put himself in between the other team and Manaroo to begin with, so. There's a judge call.
Chris is good.
Okay. Manaroo is just getting some eyeballs. No push. That pretty much says, hey, I'm doing a 1-turn next turn with Manaroo. Because, yeah, next turn a 1-turn plus a barrel roll backing away from Dengar and get some eyeballs back, and now you're going a completely different direction. Just 2 forward, okay. I expected 2 bank there. I think you get your evade back, right? That's the action to take when you're Omega Leader. But he's just getting farther away. Planning ahead for the future, I guess. And Dengaroo does not care about all the bajillion points of stress he has on him. Just getting towards Vessery. And he's trying to decide, do I glitter stim here? Probably not a bad time. Range 3 into Vessery. And glittered up to 3. And re-rolling all the paint. More stress. Not bad, not bad. He still dodges it all. And has an evade token for the shot back. Omega Leader takes his shot. Omega Leader might actually do something. No, that's the top 16 from the... Yeah. Mishari, not the one in the camera, but the one next to the one in the camera is the top table right now. That's player number rank 1 versus 16. Meanwhile, back here, nothing is going on, but man, that Dengaroo is rolling solidly on his attack rolls. Reroll the paint, or the evades. Oh, that's no good at all. I think he got nothing through and just got shot for his trouble. Got a crit of some variety. And an Omega Leader does Omega Leader things. So yeah, Dengaroo's got all the stress. I don't know what crit Vessery has, but whatever it is, it's probably not good. Yeah, jukes. The jukes do very little. I mean, Dengaroo list started. There weren't that many. I mean, I've got a giant stack of 100 of the list, but I'm not going to go through it because I'm way too lazy for that. But yeah, there were a decent number of Dengaroo lists. I know Jonathan was saying his first round matchup was a mirror match against another Dengaroo. So there were some, but for the most part, the defenders did awful things to them a lot of the times, like 3 defender lists and stuff like that. You just can't get defenders off the board fast enough by Dengaroo. So we're seeing more defenders, lots of defenders on the boards. So yeah, either Manaroo's doing a 1 turn followed by a barrel roll to do annoying things to Omega Leader, or just going 4 forward to stay out of Dengar's area. Dengar, I'm thinking, does his sloop, his 2 sloop, because that's kind of what you do. You do a lot of sloops in your Dengar. Doesn't really matter if you land on that debris field. Who cares? Okay, he decided to go with the 4 forward. Okay. I don't know, blocking Omega Leader and getting a feedback array off on him would have been really nice. And push for some eyeballs. Oh, he only went the 1 bank to block the sloop. Every now and again, you got to do that slow move. Any Bigs or ghost-free rebel list? There was a Biggs Corin West list that's in the top 16. I think all the other, well, no, and then of course there's Biggs and 2 K-Wings. So I think every rebel list has either Biggs or a ghost in it. And yeah, that is definitely going to block. So So the Omega Leader's trying to get back into this. Omega Leader was definitely planning around the 1 turn that Manaroo was going to do, but Manaroo instead did the 4 forward. Here we are, Manaroo, having gotten away to safety, just goes back to doing slow moves, clearing stress, trying to target lock, failing, and just getting some eyeballs. And here's the big move. Yeah, the 3 bank was a fairly obvious move to do here. So he gets himself invade. There you go, and I'm guessing an eye. Oh, he doesn't have the crit token anymore, so presumably he had the crit that when he did the 1 bank, he had a crit that he couldn't go forward, I'm guessing. So he had to do a bank move there. Or something. And Omega Leader doing Omega Leader things over here. Presumably going to get the evade token. Get the evade token. What are you doing? I don't think is that going to fit? Look at those fit. Okay. Now does he try the sloop again? Yep. Just keep spamming that sloop button. Oh sure, no problem. We love streaming. Oh, that wasn't a sloop. Why did you not sloop there? Oh, I think that was a mistake. I think you should have slooped there. And getting 3 damage regularly. Now 5 dice here. rerolls everything that is relevant. So 3 dice. Looks terrible. And there went Vessery. Oh my god, that was awful. I'm pretty sure Omega Leader's not got this.
Come on.
So yeah, this is probably in the end game at this point. Dengaroo still has 4 health left. Hasn't even popped countermeasures yet to strip that target lock. You know he's going to pop the countermeasures for the 1 round that he needs to do awful things. So he can modify his own dice again. Meanwhile, Dengaroo is feeling mighty brave now.
What?
Marcus won his top 16 match, so he's moving on to the top 8. So we have the 2Ks and Bigs made it through. Marcus, what'd you face?
Faced off against a Countess.
X-Wing players. X-Wing players. You have 27 minutes left in the
Okay,
round.
so Pop Shuttle and 2 defenders? Okay. You bombed the hell out of the defenders? Yeah, okay. Yep, so Marcus won against Pop Shuttle and defenders by just bombing defenders, because defenders, turns out, does not like going 1 forward ion. So... yeah, Marcus doing great with Bomber Wing. Yeah. Yeah, we had him on the stream against a double Ghost list yesterday. Double Ghost and a Y-Wing. So, like, basically like the Gen Con list that Francois was running. So everyone on the stream is like, how's Bombers going to defeat 40 health worth of ships? And Marcus methodically went long, took shots when he could, bombed what he could, and yeah, bombed Ghosts off the board. Yeah.
He's good with it.
Yeah, very good with it.
I'm glad his faith might be reaffirmed with it.
Yeah.
Well, I just put off
After Gen Con he went against a lot of swarms, and the list does very badly against swarms. Like if he went against Mishari, it'd be over. Yeah. Yeah. Fortunately, he and Mishari aren't going to face each other until they get to the finals because they're first and second. So he doesn't have to worry about any swarms. Yeah. I mean that's possible. We might see it because nothing in here is a swarm except for Mishari, and he does very well against like 2 and 3 ship build lists. So yeah.
What's funny is two trip defender lists.
Yeah. Yeah. Up, and there is the countermeasures. So yeah, that was not a bump. So
Marcus.
and the reroll.
What were your scores?
And Marcus only lost Biggs. Kind of a usual thing. Biggs kind of dies. Yeah, Preston's dice are having a rough time. I mean, Zuckus is not helping. Everything gets tangled up, yeah. And we'll see if Dengaroo can do anything. Yeah. another 5 stress or 10 stress. I don't even know how many stress he has on Dengar at this point. I'm gonna have to ask this afterwards.
Good? Cool, sure. Good. Very cool.
And Manaroo just moseying forward. Bumps, but it's not really the end of the world for Manaroo here. He just made like a little jump master sandwich. And Preston has 23 minutes remaining to figure out how to deal 4 more damage to
Not new. It's only the ones you play. Yeah, you can have one. That's fine. I'll let you have one. Okay. Yeah, you can have one. Just not one of the ones that's not. Okay. Yeah, I'll let you use it.
and he target locks. And that is not going to clear. So he just kind of goes forward with a little bit of a turn there. He should be putting train tracks down, but we got range 1 attack. Obviously no lone wolf at this point.
X-Wing narrative players, please come to the front for your mission briefing.
And was that it? Oh, no. We've got cards on Omega Leader now. It's looking pretty bad.
Matt, your repair player's back on.
And Manarooing around.
You are the only guy who can do 1v1. Rest, you're going to be 2v2. Take me. Should be fun. A few of them come up have asked me during this whole thing, like, fight? You're not going to fight. I don't have, I've got
What are you doing, buddy? What? Oh, yeah. Yeah, sorry.
for what faction?
Oh, yeah, you can't be using Zuckuss. That's why. I was like, why is he not using Zuckuss? Okay, yeah. Duh. Wait for me to finally catch on. I think at this point, you just kind of get Manaroo in there and do feedback array. What's up? Okay, someone forgets to... What? Oh, that's not a missed opportunity. That's okay. That's yeah. That's all right. That's you should be paying attention. Yeah, you should call that out. Yeah. But I think what I would be doing in this particular instance is I'd be rolling Manaroo in and just be like, here you go, have some feedback array. Just because, you know, these little dinky things, you're not getting there. Preston slowly working on trying to get damage in. Oh, this is a crit. It looks like a direct hit. That wasn't a lot of text, so that might have been a direct hit. And firing back. Ooh, the lucky 3 hits. And there's the handshake. So, oh wait, no, that wasn't a handshake. That was handing back dice. Because they rolled off the board or something.
All right, so mission finale, take the astronauts.
Okay, so everything worked.
Taking control of the planet, and both rebel and imperial forces must make a hasty departure. The rebels have seized the opportunity provided them by their newly acquired spec ops assault transports to make a surprise assault on the development cell. Just as a powerful starship is completing preparations to depart, all rebel combat craft on the planet converge on her in support of their landing teams. An all-out dogfight for control of the vessel is immediately underway. Your squad numbers are 120 points each. No more than 2 times of each ship. You may play 2 of the 5 faction pilots. If you have lost all of them, I will let you pick 1 new one. If you either didn't select a scum pilot but earned one, you may play a scum pilot. If you didn't play one and 4 but earned one, you can choose a new one. If you're survived mission 4, you can play that one. Okay? So the squad setters are
Well, here comes Manaroo.
per player. You're going to be playing at either end.
Manaroo's got the target lock.
These
So Manaroo's trying to get that torpedo off.
away.
Let's see if that torpedo ever actually gets off.
You have 3. The rebels have 3 of the time bombers. So I assume, for example, will come up with 3 bombers.
Oh, looks like we're gonna. Nope. That's too far.
And engine upgrade, so they can boost. All right. You have 4 obstacles each. Jeremy just won his match. So you're going to be putting 16.
Jeremy won his match against Bosk, Drea, and Katolichos. So we're not going to see Bosk, Drea, Katos.
Your deployment is standard from one end or the other. Your deployment rules for bombers, you must have 1 out by turn 5. You don't deploy them initially if you don't want them, and then they just all deploy. You may have 1
Hey, Jeremy, I heard you won. Good work.
I lost Sunter. First time.
Oh my God. Sinter died.
Yeah, so he
Rebels achieve
boss with crack and concussion missile missed. Like he dodged that, but the next round he got a range 1 primary and got me.
Range 1 primary. Okay.
I whipped my ability to and that's been good.
Yep. So Jeremy lost to Sinter for the first time all tournament, but still managed to pull it out.
We do have a fire support mechanic, okay? What's going to happen is, every few minutes, I'm going to say over the speaker, rebel fire support. What I need you guys to do when you hear fire support called, if you are in deployment, returning dial, you need to let me know you're in planning. One of our fire coordinators will come over. When you complete planning, he'll place a few of these fire supports up on the board. Friendly fire, these hit everybody as they come through. Okay? He'll try to target them to support his faction. It's going to start with rebel fire support. As Armada plays, they will deploy ships to support and have a balance. So we can have no support at the table, and then the Imperial support, and we'll have Imperial support for a little while. So the rebels cancel it out.
And we're still going along here as I'm eating some more pistachios. He definitely wants to get, he's getting that torpedo off this turn. I think this is the end of Omega Leader.
Yes, the Armada finale is on.
1.
What they have is 1 fleet can come out of play for an entire turn.
Okay, and here comes the torpedo.
No.
Oh, well, here comes the shot back at Dengar.
If rebels are coming, technically you should.
And Dengar dies. Good work. Good work, Omega Leader. Now, he needs a miracle to survive here from the torpedo.
Chris, if once we get started down, he'll be coming around pretty soon in support of your faction. And then it'll be Imperial and we'll swing it back.
Curious how I did yesterday.
I have no idea.
It's a 3-die attack.
So it looks like they're having a conversation.
With no range modifier. So it's just 3 dice against range modifier.
Does Dengar get his revenge shot, having already shot his primary? and then so Mega Leader kills him.
Yeah.
So it's just
Dengar gets a
Yes, yes, Dengar gets a shot back, unless that's like a
He
blinded
says there's
pilot.
an FAQ that if he's already shot, then he doesn't. I hadn't heard that. I just heard that.
No, here, give me go. Give me the thing. 'Cause- I'm sorry.
It's good, but they're long shots. I don't know why they do that. If they're all destroyed right away, then they essentially
Yeah, they were just having a conversation about, wow, I got pistachio stuff all over the place. Dengar's shot back did not do anything impressive. And then we've got super important roll here. And it looks like the plasma torpedo got in there and got that last point of damage in.
mistake to immediately